Hey guys, Andrew Stoeten here. I asked you the other night on Twitter to send me some questions for the National Post. Here we are. You used the hashtag birdsallday and submitted a bunch, so let's get to the questions. The Ravioli asks, would you part with Daniel Norris for a package of both Johnny Cueto and Aroldis Chapman, the Reds pitchers? For both of them, yeah, I probably would do that. I don't think the Reds would do that. Those are two really valuable guys that they could probably get more than a Daniel Norris back for. But Chapman's fantastic. The Jays wanted him when he first came over from Cuba. He's a terrific reliever that would really fit what they need right now at the back of the bullpen. The issue is the years of control. He only has 2 left that the Jays would have him, and Dan Norris has 6 because he's has such little experience in the major leagues. If I'm Alex Anthopoulos, I might tend towards the win now kind of move and looking at a guy who's a really outstanding reliever at the back of the bullpen for them. But me, not having to worry about getting fired at the end of the year, I'd probably have to take the good prospect in Dan Norris in the 6 years that you have of him. The next question comes from Katie Lawrence. She asks, what do you think would be more beneficial to the team, to spend money on a solid second baseman or on relief pitching? Right now, that's the big question I think that's facing the Jays. Those are the 2 biggest areas of need for them. It's tough. I think it really depends on what's out there, who's available in trade, what they want from the Jays. It's really difficult to line up on trades. We've seen what the relief market looks like, and it's kind of expensive, especially for what the Jays want to spend. Second base, there's not really a lot of great guys out there. Jed Lowry's a name that gets thrown around. Stephen Drew's another one, but a lot of teams are shying away from them just like the Jays are, though the Jays do really have a deep need at second base. A lot of the guys that the Jays might have wanted are probably gone now, so it really is hard to say. It's kind of a non-answer, but it just really depends on what is there and how it lines up. Todd Hansen writes, in the low range, what can we reasonably expect from Aaron Sanchez? Now, I don't know if that's what you mean this year or sort of as a career. Obviously, it's tough to predict. A lot of people have a lot of expectations for Aaron Sanchez. He came in last year, he's terrific. We watched him, dominate out of the bullpen, but he didn't use all the pitches that he has in his arsenal and that he'll need to use when he's a starter. Which is going to make it tricky because those aren't really all that well developed according to all the scouting reports that you hear. And that's why I think he needs to start more and needs to get more reps as a pitcher, to learn better to use all of his pitches as opposed to just being a 2-pitch guy out of the bullpen. But I think we saw last year that he could be fantastic at that. On the very low end, that's probably his career high mark. All right, that's it. Thanks. If you got any more questions, you can hit me on Twitter and use the hashtag birdsallday. And I'll see you next time.